The politicians of the future have the opportunity to understand the absolute new that has occurred for them in this realm of YouTube and live videos and largely social networking of videos. This is their opportunity to start telling the world their story, their views, their beliefs, their understandings, their doubts, their questions, their goals, their work, very, very important, in such a way that a political manifesto gets written. In the next 10 years, the politicians of the future spend after watching this video or after looking at my work. If you realize a future where education starts including at the right time in a student's journey into life, philosophy becomes one of the underlying subjects, and in their lifetime spent, if you go to Preseed.in, you'll recognize that I'm saying that education is not time bound, that you end up getting educated for 25 years. Your education never ends. You're constantly doing it. And there can be, because of artificial intelligence, it could be made more utilitarian for each one of you as you journey into life. The education that is being received in that journey can be quantified. A lot of things can be done with it. If you go to my website, my entire professional quest is that my app is directed towards that kind of a future. So anyway, coming back to philosophy. So when people start understanding that it is in philosophy where even a layman could have an understanding about life, and to each their own, and if they keep diving deeper, they will get in touch with religions through the scriptures of religions or their own inquiry or life of curiosities because of what they're learning during their lessons of philosophy. And in such a world, people will recognize that the future doesn't belong to religions any more than how the scriptures of each religion can impact each individual, just as the greatest books or greatest videos or greatest texts end up impacting the lives of people. For example, a lot of people may have a lot of words to say about such so and so book had a great impact on their life, and so book. So ultimately our religions are made out of some books, and those books are not being read, but everyone is trying to be talking about religion or trying to be pseudo-religious. You see what a folly? So instead of making scriptures, maybe I was thinking that what if we put scriptures, all religions, and we make an environment of conversations around words written on them, and there's ample time, tens and tens of years, decades with people to pursue these curiosities, but we lay the seed while they are in their early days, during their days of education. It's possible if we have the will to craft that kind of education environment. But then I thought, why scriptures? Why not philosophy? क्योंकि दर्शन बहुत दिलचस्प है, हर मनुष्य को दर्शन पसंद है. मैंने अक्सर पाया है कि दर्शन के माध्यम से आप स्वयं के अनुभव को और गहराई से जानने का मौका मिलता है। और कभी कभी यही रुचि बहुत सारे बच्चों को जेन्युइनली विज्ञान की तरफ ले जाएगी। वो दर्शन से भी बाहर निकल के चीज़ों को समझना चाहेंगे, विज्ञान के माध्यम से भी समझना चाहेंगे। Philosophy gives birth to science. So, to some, philosophy will lead them to books of religion, and to some, it will lead them to books of science. But if they're ground beyond philosophy, I bet both science and religion will start being pointed at exactly what they are meant to do in the first place, bringing harmony in life, bringing efficiency in life, bringing better health in life. So coming back to the point about the future politicians. So if you are able to fully understand what I am saying about exposing people to philosophy early on and letting them free to allow books impact their lives, whether it's Bhagavad Gita or Quran or both, I'll bet it will be not just the two of them, including Bible, but also because it's not being imposed on them as a religion, they will be able to draw their own perspective out of it. And wherever something seems against humanity, would be found by virtue of the presence of other scriptures. But scriptures are not so important so long as the person can really live with awareness, with Sakshi Bhav. Or say be meditative. But this introduction of philosophy can make that possible for children to go in this direction and consider, my point is, consider religions really being perceived as what they originally were. Books of extraordinary impact, although still books. Because we have twisted the perspective of books into becoming some dogmatic religions, we took away from what it is at the very basic, a set of books. And the moment we take away this fact from it, we take away the very books from it. And then it is open to get narrated dogmatically. So the politicians of the future must recognize that religions are not going to endure for too long. Look around you. I mean, people are doing all kinds of intercaste marriages and and look around and you know that religious sentiments are such that elders do not want their younger ones to get married into other religions. But children don't care. They're like, what the fuck is this? The moment we take a religious identity, we are laying the seed for separation. That we are the other, or you are the other. The moment we identify with a religion. So the politicians of the future will be of such expansive mind, such welcoming mind. Back to the basic in the real sense. That what are you talking about religion? Where are the books of religion? How is one supposed to know? You know. I mean, what are Hindus doing? Talking about religion, but really not having the culture of. Another problem we'll discuss another day is that I think the advantage that Christianity and Islam have had over Hinduism has been that they have been quantified into a book, one single book. There is no ambiguity there. एक किताब है उन धर्मों की और उसमें उनको अपना धर्म समझने को मिल रहा है, उनकी सीमाएं बंद गई हैं, उनके पास क्लैरिटी है, कोई विरोधाभास नहीं है। और अपने हिंदुइज्म में बच्चों को पता नहीं है। हिंदू पेरेंट्स नाराज़ हो रहे हैं कि बच्चे से ये क्या जो है दूसरे धर्मों को जो है इतना उनका दिल खुला हुआ है, दूसरे धर्मों को इतने लिबरल कैसे हो सकते हैं बच्चे, हमारा हिंदू धर्म है, हमारा हिंदू धर्म यही कर रहे हैं। इसलिए वो ये समझे कि यार किताबें तो पढ़ा दो, हमें बच्चों को किताबें तो पढ़ा दो अपनी। भगवत गीता से काम अगर चल रहा होता तो फिर हम वेद और उपनिषद की बात ही क्यों कर रहे होते। नहीं हो रहा है ना उससे काम। आप कुछ भी बोलते रहो, किताब हर जगह पढ़ी हुई है भगवत गीता, या हो सकता है सिस्टमैटिकली आपने उसको एजुकेशन में नहीं डाला। अब आप कांग्रेस को ब्लेम करने जाएंगे, आपने क्या कर दिया, आपको भी तो इतना समय मिला, आपका ध्यान नहीं है इन चीज़ों में। आसान काम नहीं है, मैं भी मानता हूँ, लेकिन आसान काम के लिए तो आपको भेजा ही नहीं है उन गद्दियों पे देश की। खैर एनीवे, politicians of the future have the opportunity of harnessing internet to exposing themselves to the world as they are, very truthfully, because the leader the world awaits is a leader who has the courage, tranquility and understanding of the life of truth as the only life that can save people from their misery. Only such a leader can lead the world into the right direction, and the words of such leaders be written into their own political manifestos of originality, novelty. Novelty is what the world needs, not the past religious narratives. This novelty is possible because people like me can come and express whatever their views are, and if their views are of any consequence, they would be given a chance by the world to be heard, and if such leaders happen to have an insight into how to develop software solutions, they can already start helping the people of their country by creating softwares for their people, softwares which are completely aligned with their political manifesto, as if a part of their policy if they were driving the government. So don't wait such potential leaders to become politicians. Start your work from wherever you are. I'm saying software engineers because there is a lot of solution we can give to the world. And if we talk about specifically India, for example, through software, I'm already starting my work to deliver to the people of the country something that would have been a part of my policy if I was the Prime Minister of India. And for I am not, I thought I will deliver what I need to deliver through my software. You see, I feel the Prime Minister's job should also be to use that stage that is watched by 130 crore people, that impacts 130 plus crore people, to use that stage to actually educate people towards realities, towards truth, to give them an opportunity to have the right kind of environment, perhaps through the mobile phone, because that's what the youth or majority of the country is going to receive through. So I invite software entrepreneurs to look towards politics of the future. The future of power is not going to be the way it is today. In the next 10 years, internet and technology is going to play a very, very important role in how the Prime Minister communicates with his country, his or her country's people. To me, this is paramount, and that's why before I become fit